My name is Ben Glinsky, founder and CEO of LiveGood. I've got my three co-founders on with me today. I'll let them say hello real quick, and we will jump right in. We've got our Director of Field Development, Nader Kazan.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday Zoom.
We've got our Director of Product Education, Lisa Goodkin.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Our Director of Product Development, Dr. Ryan Goodkin.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Awesome. So if you haven't heard, you probably have. LiveGood, over the past 2.5 years, almost 3 years now, has become the fastest growing company in the entire home-based business industry, the entire health and wellness industry, and we are just getting started. Over 2 million members around the world, broken every record ever seen in the history of the industry. Let me try to get in the middle here. That looked good. And yeah, again, we're just about to really take it to the next level. And the whole thing, I mean, this is really the whole story in 4 words: highest quality, lowest prices. Highest quality nutritional supplements on the planet, made with only the purest, cleanest, healthiest, USDA certified organic ingredients. We even show you exactly what's in every single product. And a lot of people are like, well, doesn't every company show you what's in the product? No, they tell you a list of what's in the product, yes, but they don't tell you how much of any of the ingredients are in there. In fact, 97% of companies don't tell you how much of anything is in their product. And so we're kind of educating the world on that, making that more transparent and more just common sense. If company's not going to tell you what's in the product, that's a red flag. It means they're hiding something that they don't want you to know. And they hide around this concept of it's a proprietary blend. We don't want someone to steal our formula. Well, if you can't tell you what's in the product, how can you expect them to put them in your body? And so, that's one thing. And then obviously the lowest prices anywhere. Unlike most of these other companies that jack up their prices 5, 10, 15 times the cost to be able to pay out big commissions in a compensation plan or pay out healthcare practitioners, chiropractors, whatever it may be, we just sell the products for a few dollars above cost. We do it like a Costco type model. We have a membership, which allows us to give you guys the best products at the best prices. And if you don't want to be a member, you can pay a few dollars more and still get these amazing products in your body. Some people start like that. Most people start as a member because if you're buying more than one product a month, you're going to save more than that $10 between the retail price and the member price anyway. So yeah, it's really easy to get it. And that's why 2 million people around the world have recognized that this makes sense. And once they see it, it's very hard to unsee it. It's very hard to go back to spending $50, $80, $100 on a single product when you could get a higher quality one at LiveGood for literally a third of the price, a quarter of the price, and even better ingredients, better formulation, and full transparency. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend, our Director of Field Development, to talk a little bit about the timing and positioning, how we've become the fastest growing company in the industry, but more importantly, what's going to happen in the next few years. Because 2 million members in under 3 years is huge. Never been done before in the history of the wellness industry, the home-based business industry, but at the same time, it is a tiny, tiny amount compared to where we're going to be in the next 3 to 5 years. So for those of you guys who don't know, our Director of Field Development, Nader Kazan, I mean, this guy is a legend in the network marketing industry. He's built organizations from the ground up, helped consult with some of the biggest companies and distributors in the industry, written compensation plans, bought some great products to the business, to the world. But more importantly than all that, he is all about helping the little guy, seeing you guys win. He's on Zoom calls all over the world every single day, helping our teams, and just loves seeing you guys get results. So with that, our Director of Field Development, Nader Kazan.
Hey, buddy, thank you so much, Ben, for the kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to thank all of you for being here. And real quick, I want to give it back to Ben. About 25 years ago, I was the luckiest guy on the planet, I believe. My wife and I were looking for a little side hustle. I signed up Ben Glinsky in a home-based business. And let me tell you, talk about signing somebody and ducking and watching them go out there. I watched him build some of the biggest organizations on the planet. His organization generated checks, volume, you name it. And when he walked away from network marketing about 6 years ago, it broke a lot of hearts, especially me, because, hey, I met the guy through network marketing. But it's not like he left network marketing, ladies and gentlemen, to go sit home and eat bonbons and watch Netflix. He was out there building soccer fields for less fortunate children, buying buildings and letting people drop off their children during the lockdown so people can go be a contributing member of the society while the kids are getting educated. So that was a big thing for him leaving network marketing. And now, as he mentioned, with 2 million pioneers joining LiveGood and rapidly growing, and we're going to share some amazing information with all of you tomorrow. I'm not the only one that's thankful for him to come back. Over 2 million people in record-breaking time. So Ben, I want to thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, my job is to share with you the importance of timing. Timing is just like in real estate, everything is about location, location, location. In the world of business, everything is about timing. We just talked about just a few short years ago, everybody got locked up for whatever reason. Don't need to get into it. But one of the things that did, it did a lot of things, but one of the things that did, what made people wiser shoppers. As Ben mentioned the words, people it started educating themselves into things. And what we're doing here, we're educating the world about how getting the highest quality products at the lowest price with full transparency. So people recognize that, hey, I don't want to overpay for products. People start searching. There's TV shows, ladies and gentlemen, called Extreme Coupon. It's because people's buying habit has shifted. During all that time, people buying habit shifted. What does that mean? People are not going to go spend $65 in a CBD oil when they can get a much better one with 100% money back guarantee now from LiveGood for a third of the price. So let's see what's happening in the marketplace. You got traditional network marketing companies that have been around since 1934, making great products for about 1/10 to 1/15 of the price that they bring it to their distributors. And we're watching those companies, and Ben is very good at looking at numbers and analyzing the marketplace. You'll see even the publicly traded ones that have to show their earnings, or nowadays lack of earnings to their investors. You see their volumes are dropping, but guess who's increasing? Look at what model is increasing. Look at Costco. Ben just mentioned the word Costco. 110 million people, ladies and gentlemen, are paying Costco. What is it? $10 a month. So if you want to buy milk and save money, you got to buy 2 gallons. If you want to save money on ketchup, you got to buy 3 pounds of ketchup. But guess what? Over 100 million people are doing it in USA alone. Another company, Amazon, worldwide, we have over 1.5 million people worldwide. All of you have heard of Amazon. Amazon started with books, and now nearly Amazon has everything. Over 220 million people are paying Amazon $14.95 a month. So if you overpay for a product, you get free shipping out of it. What does that tell you? The future of commerce is club membership, and people have become bargain shoppers because the days of overpaying for nutritional products, so maybe somebody on top of some compensation plan will get paid on it, is over. Back to you, Ben. What's up? Hello. G Money. All right. There we go. I can't hear you, Baba.
Sorry, I was talking. I was muted.
Yes. Thank you.
So I was doing a little research while you were talking there on some of the other publicly traded companies in the network marketing industry. In fact, I shared this story about a month ago when I saw that Herbalife stock had gone, after it had gone from like $55 down to $5, so down whatever percentage, over 90%. Something like that over the past few years, because that's what's happening. Exactly as Nader said, people are becoming smarter shoppers. They're no longer going to overpay for products when they could easily see on Amazon or anywhere else that they could get a better quality product at a better price. And now with LiveGood, they can get the highest quality product with full transparency, full documentation of that. And we don't just say it like a lot of other companies say it. Like a lot of companies, you hear these words like third-party tested, organic, or other things, highest quality, but then you ask them for documentation of this. You ask them for certificates of analysis so you can see the actual ingredients that are in the products. You ask them for the heavy metals test, the toxicity test, these third-party tests that they claim to have, and they don't provide them. And what that tells you is one of two things. Either they didn't really do the tests, or there's something on the test that they don't want you to see. Like if you're proud of the test, if those tests really show that the product is pure, is clean, is healthy, has what you say is in it, then there's nothing to hide. And that's another red flag. If a company's not willing to show you those things, that probably means they're not even taking the product themselves because they know something that they're not telling everybody else. And that's the case with I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but that's the case with a lot of supplement brands out there, is you don't know who's behind the company. And most of these brands, and I would say almost 100%, are creating those brands for one reason: to make money, to sell product for profit. And at LiveGood, it's actually the opposite. Nader and I have been in the network marketing industry for a long time. I didn't tell this story today, but I retired about 7 years ago. I walked away from this industry because I didn't like what it had become. I didn't like seeing 99% of people lose money and struggle and get hurt in this industry. And I didn't like seeing the overpriced products. I didn't like seeing people losing money. And so I was done. Just morally, ethically, I couldn't be part of it anymore. And so, but that's still what we're seeing in both the network marketing industry, and the supplement space is just as dirty. And it's scary because that's a space where you would think companies want to actually help you get healthy. This is a part of the health and wellness industry. They're selling supplements that are designed to help you get healthy, or are supposed to be designed to help you get healthy. But number one, you don't know who's behind the company. You don't know who the formulator is, who the manufacturer is, if any of these people are even taking the product themselves, or if they're just making it to make a profit off you guys, telling you that you should take it. And that is a huge switch to what we're doing. So because of our background in the network marketing industry, and because, you know, I didn't just retire. Well, that was the main reason. The main reason I retired was because I was done. Morally and ethically, I didn't feel good about being part of it. But at the same time, financially, I was able to. Because of this industry, I was able to walk away and not have to worry about, I need to sell more product to make money, which is kind of the situation that most of these companies are in. They started a brand, they started a product, and they want to sell it so they can make more money to feed their family or whatever they want to do. I was going to say that's okay, but it's not okay if they're hurting people to do it. So it's not okay. And so, you know, we recognize that this was a broken business model. Overpriced products, not transparent, low quality ingredients, hurting people. What if we did it right? What if we can give people the highest quality products at the lowest prices anywhere, help them get healthy, stay healthy, do it in an affordable way? And it just made sense. And Nader and I had this idea 7, 8, 9 years ago, before I even, you know, way before we started LiveGood, but I was done. I wasn't coming back, and I just saw, you know, the industry get worse instead of better, and someone needed to come in and fix it. Teamed up with our awesome product team you're about to hear from, and did it, made it happen. Highest quality products, lowest prices, and now with over 2 million members around the world, it really kind of validates Nader that we weren't the only ones that thought this was a good idea. And again, once people see it, this is the biggest thing. Once people see it, they can't unsee it. And that's why we've become the fastest growing brand in the entire health and wellness industry. Nobody is going to go back to spending, you know, this is just a small example, $40 for a single ingredient, non-organic product. This is called Super Beets. You might have heard it on the radio, might have seen some ads online. They sell it for $39. It's one ingredient, not organic. This is our USDA certified organic Super Reds. It has the beetroot powder that you get in Super Beets. Ours is organic, theirs is not. Plus, we have about 20 other nitric oxide boosting, cardiovascular health pumping, just amazing ingredients. Best cardiovascular health product ever created. Less than half the price of this $40 product, just $18 for members of LiveGood for a much higher quality product. And you want the documentation, it's all readily available on the website. Dr. Ryan and I actually went to a health convention where there's a lot of different brands like these guys presenting their product to sell to doctors and healthcare practitioners so they can sell in their clinics and all that stuff. And we actually asked these people for their formulation. And it wasn't this specific product. It was another greens and reds products they had. And I said, you know, okay, you've got carrot in here. How much carrot is in it? And the lady, we have the video on our YouTube, or on our, YouTube and Facebook page. She says, oh, that's proprietary. Like, she didn't even try to justify anything. She's just like, I'm not telling you, probably because she didn't know, and she didn't know because nobody knows except maybe the guy that formulated it and made up this proprietary blend. And that's scary because it could just have, you know, these companies that have, here's another example. Where is it? I just had it here. Oh, here it is. Moved it over here. This company, $59 for this greens product. It actually says it right here, spirulina, one of the most nutrient dense superfoods in the world. How much spirulina is in it? Here's the form. Here's the label. It's listed in here somewhere. We have no idea how much spirulina is it. It could just be a sprinkle just so they can say there's spirulina in it. You want to know how much spirulina is in our USDA certified organic super grains? Why don't I have one? Oh, here it is. Just look on the label. 1,600 milligrams of spirulina per serving. Try to find another brand that has more than 1,000 milligrams of spirulina per serving. Again, one of the most nutrient-dense superfoods in the world, packed with protein, nutrients, digestive enzymes, all this amazing stuff. And that's just one of like the 20 ingredients in here. You could also tell this is way heavier than this. In fact, I'll tell you exactly. This is 12.38 ounces. This is 8.5. So it's about 50% more in here than in here. This is $59. Highest quality, lowest price, USDA certified organic, not organic. Again, $59, $18 for our members, less than a third of the price for a much higher quality, cleaner, healthier product with 50% more of the product in here on top of it than this one. And so once people see that, no one's going to go back to spending $59 for a lower quality product with less product in it and that's not organic, that's not clean, that they don't even know what's in it, right? And so that's why we're growing as fast as we are. And you know what I said about not knowing who's behind the brand, I've emailed these guys a lot. I'm like, because I like to, I don't want to say play games, but I like to test companies and see if they can pass the test. And so far, there's one brand that actually, they're called Organifi, and I'll just give them props for giving me the information. I asked them for the certificates of analysis, and they actually gave it to us. They have good products, good, clean, healthy, USDA certified organic products, but I don't have one here. Their greens powder is $59. Or no, theirs is $69. Ours is still 18 bucks, more in it, cleaner, healthier, fully transparent. So that's the LiveGood difference. But yeah, so with that, let's go out to our awesome product team. We're going to start with our director of product education, and I'll talk about a few of the other of these products here in a minute too, because once you guys understand the value, first of all, we all need supplements. None of us are getting everything we need out of our daily diets, and it's such an easy way to help you get healthy. I'm sure Lisa might talk about that today. So with that, our director of field development, and speaking of the people behind the company, you know, not even knowing who they are, when you look at Lisa, I mean, you could tell she's a product of the product. And Dr. Ryan and Lisa don't just make products, or don't make products to sell them like other companies. Yes, we make them available to you guys to get healthy as well. They make them because they want them. They want to put them in their body. They want to give them to their family to help themselves and people they care about get healthy and stay healthy and do it in an affordable way. And it's a huge flip of the script compared to most other companies. In fact, you look at doctors, 40% of doctors are overweight or obese. And you look at Lisa and Ryan, and you know, you can tell these people care about their health. They put in their body healthy things, and they want to help you guys get a little bit healthier too. So with that, our director of product education, Lisa Goodkin.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. That was a lot of great stuff. And that leads with a lot of obviously transparency. So I'm going to dive into that in just a second. But we all know that there's no shortage of information out there that we need to be healthy and what we need to do to be healthy. And if I asked you guys right now what were like the top two things you thought you needed to do to be healthy, right? It's going to be exercise and it's going to be diet. And I kind of want you to think of when I say diet, you know, it's eating a well-balanced diet, right? Not following some specific diet that you're not going to stay on. It's eating healthy. But part of eating healthy, we're going to pull supplements into that today. Why? Because even when we eat healthy today, unfortunately, we're not getting the nutrients that we need, right? So even when we have this perfect, so we think well-balanced diet, due to our farming, due to the heavy toxic burden, we're not getting the nutrients that we need. Also, we are so overly stressed and overworked and whatnot, so our body's further depleting these nutrients. So in a nutshell, we're just not getting the stuff straight from the diet, right? What? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, cutting out a little bit.
Okay, sorry. We're gonna try a different room and see if that helps. So I think of supplements are a supplement to a healthy diet, right? So we need to be balanced with that. We need to make sure we're getting them every single day. So like I said, there's no shortage of that information out there for us based on anything you pop open from the internet to social media. It's in our face. But what is also in our face, right, is supplement brands. Everywhere you look, boom, 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 boom. And the consumer is overloaded. They don't know what's what. It's marketing. Then you enter marketing, you have to market, right? You have to market to get your stuff out there, but really like marketing ends up just being sales. It's sales because it's pushing something on you. It's throwing some word out there, some term that makes you grab onto it and think like, I've got to have this. And I used this example one time. I don't remember if it was a Thursday call or a Friday call, but it was actually a supplement that popped onto my social media feed, and it was called like Rainforest Magnesium. And ooh, it just sounded like very enticing, right? So we get all these words, these buzzwords, these words that attract us, and then we end up buying, but we really don't know what we're buying. And this leads me into the transparency, where Ben was really hitting home on. And really, to me, the LiveGood difference is transparency. Okay, so just think of it that way. We have transparency all over the grid. So we have transparency in what Ben was talking to, how we list all of our ingredients, right? So every ingredient is listed with the exact amount. You know what's in it. There is no, you know what's not in it, right? So what is on our label is what is exactly in that product. It has been tested, and transparency, our testing results are on our website. We have transparency in our dosing. I say this a lot because there is no point on taking a supplement if it's not at a high enough dose to have a therapeutic benefit. So say you're supposed to be getting, let's just take our magnesium because I was already on that. Magnesium, 420 milligrams of magnesium. Okay, you're supposed to get roughly between 400 to, I think some of you have been saying upwards of 600 because we're not getting it from our diet. But you have a product that you're buying and you think you're just doing yourself justice and you're buying a magnesium, but it's 200 milligrams, right? The dose is not high enough to have a therapeutic benefit, okay? So our transparency is there. Our transparency is in our pricing. Like Ben just talked about there, comparing super greens with Organifi's super greens, a wonderful product, both wonderful products. But again, the price difference is so significant. We are transparent in our pricing, meaning we don't increase the price to cover these hefty shipping fees that clearly they obviously overestimate. So some of that money is going elsewhere. We don't have to pay off these big payoffs in big office buildings. We work from home. We all wear multiple hats. We have transparency in who is behind LiveGood. You see the four of us. Hello, you know us. You've learned about us. You see that Ryan and I, we're married. We have a long history of health and wellness. How Dr. Ryan and Ben met in the gym, just totally organically. How Ben and Nana have known each other for 30 years, working in the field. So you know everything about us. We're transparent there. So again, transparent in our marketing, because I was talking about marketing. We're not throwing these crazy buzzwords. We're not telling you take this supplement and this is going to cure every single ailment you have. Spend $100. No, we're telling you need a stack. We're making stacks for you. We're helping you understand why you need to take what you need to take with what you need to take it to achieve certain health goals, right? So much transparency and information there. And I like to think of marketing for LiveGood is we're marketing health. And with that is education. How do you market health? You market health by education. That is where I lie. I love to teach you guys, again, what you need to take, why you need to take it, how you need to take it, what stacks work best for you. My email is readily out there for everybody to use. Whether you are a customer, an affiliate, a member, or you are just interested in LiveGood, email me your questions. Let me help you, right? Again, I am marketing health. I want everybody to be healthier, and therefore LiveGood has brought to you the nutritional supplements to help you on that path. So many wonderful things here. So whether you're just here for the business, guys, check out our website. There's so many amazing products out there. Again, every single one of us needs to be taking them every single day. And I was just looking at some statistics. It does say about 50% of the general population is regularly using supplements. Okay, it's a higher percentage that is taking one, but we need regular use because consistency is key with supplementation, just like it's key with exercise. You can't say you exercise twice per week and expect all these wonderful results, right? You need to do this stuff regularly. So it's great to hear that people are using them. Now you need to know what you need to use, more importantly, and why. So I'm here for you guys, and yeah, back to you, Ben.
Awesome. Love it. Give me one amazing product and why everyone needs to be taking it.
Ooh, well, I'm going to say right now, black seed oil. I mean, personal favorite of mine. Maybe I said this last week. I don't even know what I said last or 2 weeks ago, but I just got an email and it was really cool to see someone had some sinus issues, sinusitis, and she was saying that she's done everything, taking a lot of our supplements, increased factor 4, which helped a little bit, but it really helped with arthritis, the factor 4. But then she entered in black seed oil and she's like, miraculously, it's been 2 weeks and she is feeling wonderful. So super big powerhouse there that there is a great percentage of the population that knows about it, but there's many people that don't know about it. And the fact that it can tap into every single bodily system and provide benefit, and it's just one simple little ingredient. So black seed oil is my highlight.
Yeah,
Awesome.
baby.
Love it. And yeah, I didn't know about it either, but
Yeah.
I write the content for the website. And so I learn stuff every time that happens. And this is such an amazing ingredient, product, seed. It's the seed of life, the blessed seed, as they call it. This is another name. And this is not anything we came up with or made up. Black seed oil has been used for over 1,000 years in Middle Eastern medicine for literally everything. It's called the remedy for everything but death. You got digestive issues, respiratory issues, any kind of sleep issues, whatever. Like, this can play a role in so many different things. And it's really amazing that someone noticed difference in just 2 weeks. I started taking this about a month ago. I always feel great. I don't know if, I've noticed anything specifically, but just understanding what this does and the benefits of it, it is an amazing product. And, here's another cool thing. Speaking of full transparency, because you go to Amazon, you put in black seed oil. There's a lot of capsules. These are gel caps. There's a lot of droppers and stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there, but there's one active ingredient in this product, and it's called thymoquinone. And you can see right here, we have 5%. You see that? I don't know. Thymoquinone in this product. If a black seed oil has less than 1% thymoquinone, it really doesn't have any benefit. You need at least 1% thymoquinone to get a therapeutic benefit. We have 5 times that, 5% thymoquinone for just $14.95. Not the cheapest one on Amazon, but if you want, the ones that don't have any thymoquinone and aren't going to get you any results, you can get the cheaper one. But compared to the ones that have thymoquinone, $14.95. There's other brands out there. You can even see on our website, we post some competitor brands and products out there. We compare to the higher quality ones. They're selling for $40, $50, $60 and don't even compare to what we have for just $14.95 at LiveGood. So yes, awesome product. But a couple other things that I want to highlight what Lisa said. Supplements are necessary. I mean, I would say crucial to be healthy. And there are a lot of other things to really be healthy. She talked about exercise, eating right, your diet, sleeping well. The easiest one is supplementation. Just taking a product every day can have such a huge impact in your health without even changing your diet, which you still should do, without even exercising, which you still should do, without even paying attention to your sleep, which again, you should do. But once you start supplementing, you feel better. You want to go out there and exercise, which means you start sleeping better, you start eating well, and it's all a cycle. But I'm going to share with you 3 very simple products that everybody should be taking every single day that are so easy and just such a no-brainer that, again, there's just no excuse. So one is our ultra magnesium complex. Magnesium literally plays a role in every single function that our bodies do. Everything that our bodies do depend on magnesium to function correctly. If you've got headaches, migraines, cramps, digestive issues, sleep issues, the list goes on and on. If something's not working in your body, you're probably not getting enough magnesium. And most of us, as many as 75% of us, are not getting enough magnesium in our daily diet. This is just $8.95 for members of LiveGood, less than 30 cents a day for something that literally every single one of us need to be taking. How about vitamin D? Again, 74% of people are deficient in vitamin D. I just did a video the other day. 74% of people are deficient in vitamin D. 74% of people are also overweight or obese. Is there a relation? Maybe it's a coincidence, maybe not. Vitamin D is not a fat burner, but if you're not getting your body what it needs, it's very hard to maintain your weight in a great way. So, I mean, this is great for brain health, for heart health, for bone health, for immune system strength. Every doctor, every dermatologist is telling us we need a high quality vitamin D supplement. And again, 74% of us are not getting enough. Just $8.50. Again, less than 30 cents a day. Last but not least, you got to bridge those nutritional gaps with a high quality multivitamin. This is our men's, also comes in women's. You can get all 3 of these products, all 3 together for $27, less than $1 a day for 3 essential. They're called the Daily Essentials Pack for a reason. We all need this. Less than $1 a day. This is a no-brainer, no excuse, guys. If you have if you want to not be unhealthy, if you want to be healthy or a little bit healthier than you are, $27 is a great place to start. Most companies, you'll spend $27 minimum for one of these products. You get all 3 for just $27. That's our Daily Essentials Pack. And if you want to go a little bit bigger, I'm going to share these real quick, and then we'll go out to Dr. Ryan. Where is our factor 4? Right here. This is our anti-inflammatory product, best anti-inflammatory and only one that has all 4 of the ingredients that we have in here: fish oil, curcumin, CoQ10, and garlic. You'd literally have to buy 2, 3, or 4 different products to get everything you get in this. We also have our super greens we talked about, best greens product ever created, great for your digestive health, great for metabolism, great for stress, anxiety, energy, immune system. I mean, just an amazing product. Most of us are not getting enough greens, fruits, and vegetables in our daily diets. We absolutely need a high quality greens product. We talked about our super reds, best cardiovascular health product ever created. And last but not least, this is our ultimate wellness pack, 7 products for $99. Last one being our essential aminos, the building blocks of protein. As we get older, over like 30 or 40, our muscles start to get smaller. They start to get weaker. They start to atrophy and go away. And I'm not just talking about your guns. I'm talking about your heart, your gut, your everything. Your brain is a muscle. Like, you've got to protect your lean muscle mass and everything that goes along with it. That's why our essential aminos are so important. This is something I will not go a day without, and really everybody should be taking on a daily basis. This is our ultimate wellness pack, 7 products for $99. This is the best deal in the supplement space. Anytime anyone says, where should I start? I say, get the ultimate wellness pack. 7 products, $99. Can't beat it. All of them come with a full 90-day empty bottle money back guarantee. Absolutely everything to gain, nothing to lose. Amazing products at amazing prices. With that, let's go out to the guy that creates all of these awesome products. And when this guy formulates products, he figures out what we need, what he needs to put in his body, what we're missing, where people have deficiencies, and how we can help solve them, resolve them, give people benefit from them. And when he researches ingredients and products and just the whole formulation, I mean, we don't use any cheap materials. We don't use any low quality ingredients. Everything is premium. Everything is USDA certified organic. We test every single ingredient as it comes into the lab. We test every finished product before it goes out for toxins or toxicity tests, for heavy metals, for any impurities, and anything that doesn't qualify, that's not clean, pure, healthy, gets thrown out. And we will get a whole new batch of ingredients or even a whole new batch of product if we need to, if it doesn't pass our rigorous test that, keep in mind, we don't even have to do, which is why most companies don't even provide those tests, because they either don't do them or they don't want people to see the results. We show you the results because we want you to know. Well, we want to know. Like, Dr. Ryan's not going to put anything in his body that he doesn't see what is actually in the product. And he doesn't expect you to do that either. And so every single one of our products comes with full transparency, full certificates of analysis, everything you need to really, show you that these are the cleanest, purest, healthiest, premium quality products on the planet at the lowest prices anywhere. So with that, our Director of Product Development, Dr. Ryan Goodkin.
Also, hey, Ben, thank you very much. I love that you actually take the time to really kind of highlight the indication or what a product is good for, because I think I always latch on to formulator type things, and maybe that does get a little bit lost. It's not exactly clear what the benefit is or why would we use that. But you talked about a couple of things that I have to highlight. And I'm glad you referenced the things that you said we formulate for us first. That is actually critically important, because we're really keeping up with all of the healthy living, and I say trends, even though they're not trends. These things are cemented in years and sometimes thousands of years, multiple millennia of use. I mean, our essential oils, okay, for example, we just did a thing on frankincense. You're talking about, the oil was found in King Tut's tomb. I mean, you're just seeing the super greens. The ashwagandha that's used in here is an USDA certified organic ashwagandha. Again, like he said, Middle Eastern cultures have used this stuff for Ayurvedic medicine. I mean, have used it for centuries. And I'm glad to see it. It is finally catching on in Western culture, whereas it has been slow to do that. It has not, it hasn't been mainstream. We really have, in this country, spent a lot of time in the sick care model. They call it evidence-based. They say it's evidence-based, but it's evidence-based based on pharmaceutical interventions. When you start talking about food and nutrition, you're not really talking about the same type of rigorous clinical trials they do. and you don't have the power of big pharma behind them. It's just a different animal. But Ben brought up something important as far as regulation goes. You know, we are regulated under the FDA, but it's closely related to food. It's not like drug. It's not like prescription medication. And it leaves a lot of room, a lot of latitude for companies to not always do the right thing by the consumer. I would say most, damn near all, actually. You know, whether they're doing proprietary blends and not telling you what's in it, or, you know, some of their deceptive marketing practices, making claims, doing funny things like that, or like picking an ingredient that consumers wouldn't really know. Hey, thymoquinone, 5% in the LiveGood black seed oil. Okay, 5%. Well, Ben said 1%. Okay, 1% is a lot better than 0, because a lot of the brands on Amazon aren't even using standardized extract. Like, you're getting just some black seed oil with no idea how much of the active constituent. That's what you're looking for, is the thymoquinone is considered the active constituent. And that's a really cool factor in formulating. Now, if you look across all of our products, which there's a ton of them, you'll see a lot of standardized extracts. You'll see black seed oil, of course, standardized at 5%. You'll see our Shilajit standardized. You'll look across our most recent release, our Osteo Complete. You'll see ingredients in here, standardized extracts. This is extremely popular, but this women's hormonal balance. Look down the supplement facts. Look how many things are in there, all in clinically relevant doses, and of course, standardized extracts. The men's hormone support vitality, which I swear by, have a ton of research to back this up. All of them, actually, tons of research behind everything. Liver support. Guys, I know I'm geeking on the supplement facts, but it's just to emphasize the transparency more than anything else. I thought when we first started this company, I really, really thought, I thought, oh, people are going to be blown away by the supplement facts panel. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have the highest quality selection of ingredients, the best standardized extracts. We're going to pay, we're going to get the premium ingredients. We did all of that, and yet people care more. They're more impressed and more excited about the transparency, about just telling you what's in the product, and I like that too. I got to tell you, that warmed my heart. That's awesome. That's really great. And we did that from the beginning. That's not, and more companies are going to have to start doing it, because look what LiveGood's doing. I mean, it's like Nodder loves to say this. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's true. It's really, really true. You're going to look at a Super Greens by LiveGood. You're going to realize we tell you everything that's in it, the weight, right? Each ingredient, USDA certified organic. And then someone's going to talk to you about a green, and you're going to go, okay, is it organic? Let me see the label. Why doesn't it tell you how much is it? You get the point. You get the point. So the Super Red, same thing. Standardized extract, Ben highlight, cardiovascular benefits. I mean, absolutely incredibly powerful supplements. I don't have enough time right now to tell you about all of the benefits, but our videos, our Monday trainings do. That's where we really dive into the science, and we really spend a lot of time explaining every ingredient, every benefit, how to use it, how to get the most out of it, what to expect from it, so on and so forth. If you go to YouTube, you'll see all our videos. You can start searching keyword reds and something like that, and you'll see all the videos. But I did want to highlight thing, and I'll send it back to you, Ben. I want to highlight the Daily Essentials Pack. I know you just did, Ben, but I have to do it again just because there's another study had just come out. I know this had already been done. I guess it didn't register at the first time. It was the D3 with COVID. So the COVID virus is circulating again, of course. There's plenty of coronaviruses. It's not just COVID-19. There's coronaviruses. But vitamin D3, if you have insufficient levels of D3, now if you were deficient, you would have like rickets. I'm talking about insufficient, so just low, not optimal levels. You have way less poor, like your outcomes are poor. Like if you contract viruses with low levels of vitamin D, your outcomes are not as good as people that have higher vitamin D levels. Powerful stuff. It's a vitamin D. We know it's a vitamin. It's the sunshine vitamin, but also it's a hormone. Guys, did you know that's a hormone? And then you get a vitamin, men's or women's. Again, you want to talk about standardized extracts, you'll see those in there. And the magnesium complex, which again, I swear by this. If you start supplementing, you will not stop. I know it. It's factual. And then factor 4, it's our fish oil. It's the only one on the market. There's a lot of our products that are only one of its kind on the market, but here's what's cool. It doesn't have to stay that way. Anybody can formulate, really, in a sense, but you got to be able to source. That's the thing. You got to get the good source. So you want the anchovies. I know all these fishes' names, right? All right, I know the fish by name. I know that's cheesy. I'll send it back to you, Ben.
Awesome. No, I'm glad you
That's
said that.
unique.
That's interesting. And it's something a lot of people don't really think about is there really is nothing proprietary about any of our products. Yes, we have a lot of products like our Factor 4, like our lean, best body composition improvement formula, like best weight management product ever created. Nothing like it exists on the market. Like our Himalayan Shilajit and organic sea moss. I don't know if there's another combination like that. There is creatine plus HMB out there. This is highest quality, lowest price. But the cool thing is, you know, a lot of other companies use this proprietary blend to try to say, yes, this is proprietary, meaning nobody can copy it because we're not going to tell you what's in the formula. That's how they get around it. We're not hiding anything. There's nothing proprietary. If someone wants to copy our formula, you want to go make the highest quality Super Greens product on the planet, here's the recipe. It's right here. We show you every single ingredient and the exact amount that's in the product. The reason that and if companies, again, if they want to copy it, they absolutely can. We don't trademark it. We don't patent it. We don't do anything to protect it. Competition is healthy. Competition is good. Competition just helps the end consumer. And we're not concerned because we know that with our business model, like Lisa said, we all wear a lot of hats. We don't have a huge expensive corporate office. We don't have 10, 20, 50 different corporate employees and managers and all this extra overhead that a lot of companies do to help them run the company, but doesn't allow them to be able to work on the lean margins that we have. We're able to sell these products for just a few dollars above cost and still have a very healthy, profitable business model because of it's just like Costco. If you guys understand the Costco model, Costco doesn't make money. They make like 11% on tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of items they sell in their stores. That's not where the profit is. The profit is in the membership side. That's how they're able to keep all the prices so low. That's why so many people shop at Costco. Highest quality, lowest price. Same business model here. The only difference here is that we're paying out over 80% of that membership fee out in commissions to you guys to help us go out there and build it and share it and find more customers to take advantage of these amazing products at the best prices. And so, but again, if someone wants to come out and offer this product for a lower price, it's going to be very difficult to be able to do that because this costs you probably 13, 14 bucks to sell for $18. There's not a lot of margin there. Nor on the membership side, companies want to be able to sell it for 60 bucks, 80 bucks, even 99 bucks. So they have bigger profit margins to pay out their big influencers, to go promote the product, to pay out affiliates, to sell the product, whatever it may be. And that's why, you know, again, once people see it, they can't unsee it. Nobody goes back to spending $59 on see if I have my CBD oil here. CBD oil, one of our best-selling products. I don't have the bottle, but I do have the box. Other companies are selling CBD oil for 69, 79 bucks. This is the highest quality, cleanest, purest, 100% USDA certified organic CBD oil for just $14.95. Or you can get our what do I call it? The maximum, it's a word if it's more potent. Man, I didn't take my methylene blue today. Our it's right there. Extra strength. That's the word I'm looking for. Our extra strength. Nader, you're muted. That's why you're not helping me. Extra strength. I see Nader trying to talk and trying to give me words.
Sorry.
No, I heard you mentally. I don't know if you said extra strength, but anyway, yeah. So 750 milligram, which is already about 50%, well, exactly 50% more than most 500 milligram CBD oils. And this is just $14.95. Our extra strength is our 1500 milligram, double the potency of this for just $19.95 compared to about $99 for a lot of other brands out there. And so again, once people see it, they can't unsee it. Nobody goes back to spending more when they know there's the highest quality product out here for less. And it's a very challenging, I shouldn't say challenging, but you know, there's still companies out there in the network marketing industry. And I started sharing the story, I didn't finish, but when I was doing a little research when Nader was talking, so I started the Herbalife story. They went from $55 down to $5, and then they had a pretty good earnings report about a month or two ago, and it bounced up to $11. And I said, this stock has no business being at $11. I'm going to short it. So I bought put options. If you guys know what that is, what options are. I like to trade stocks as well. I bought put options and it went down from like $11. I think it's like $8.50 now. I sold them, made about 50% profit, recognizing that Herbalife was overvalued because it is. They're still one of the biggest network marketing companies out there. They're losing a lot of volume to Amazon, to LiveGood, to companies who are selling higher quality products at lower prices. They're still selling greens powder for $59. And it doesn't even compare to what we have here. They're still selling protein powder for $60. Highest quality. This is our whey protein isolate with colostrum for just $29.95. This is our USDA certified organic plant-based protein. Amazing product, just $34.95, less than half the price of what other brands are selling for. And so that's why, you know, the network marketing industry is broken. And that's why we came back and fixed it. But, you know, to get involved in a company that's selling overpriced products now, when you know that there's a higher quality product out there at a much better price with full transparency, most of these companies, you're not even going to ever know what's in the actual product. It's a scary thing. And again, that was one of the biggest reasons I got out of the industry, not just because of the overpriced, but because of the shadiness of what's going on out there in the industry. So yeah, lots of awesomeness. Collagen peptides, great for hair, skin, nails, joints. Other collagen products are selling for $90 out there, $27.95. Just amazing products. You can go, as Lisa said, go through the website, look at all of our amazing products. Lisa, what was the percentage of people who are taking a supplement that you said today? Was it 70 something?
No, it was 50% are actually taking them regularly meaning like on a daily basis. So
okay,
the higher percentages are just, you know, occasional users.
Right. And here's a scary statistic, recognizing that literally 97 to 99% of companies don't even tell you what's in them and are using low quality, cheap ingredients packed with chemicals and pesticides. If they're not clean, pure, healthy, organic, there's a very good chance that there's toxins in those products. And if you're putting toxins in your body, in many cases, you're actually making yourself less healthy than by not taking a supplement at all that was designed to make you more healthy. Yep. And I hope that made sense. Don't put stuff in your body that you don't know what it is. You don't know if it's clean, healthy, because it could be hurting you more than it's helping you. And in many cases, that's exactly what's happening. In many cases, it's hurting you a lot more than it's helping you. Every single one of these products is clean, healthy, pure, and comes with a full 90-day empty bottle money back guarantee. If you don't absolutely love any of these products, we don't want you to be out any money. We will happily refund it. Use a whole bottle, send back the empty, and we'll refund. I mean, if you want $9 back after you use your magnesium, we'll happily give it to you. And I mean, with that most generous refund on the planet, we get like 1 or 2 products a month out of hundreds of thousands of units going out the door, coming back for a refund. Nobody returns these products because they absolutely work. And once you try one, once you try 2, 3, you want to try more. And it's really exciting. They're fun. And that's probably the most challenging thing about LiveGood, and the most frustrating thing is you want to try all of these products, and you know, for $99 you get 7, but there's like 40 products here, and you want to try our liver support. Everybody knows that, you know, liver filters 100% of our blood every single day, and we beat it up drinking caffeine, coffee, soda, taking prescription medication, lots of other things. We're very hard on our liver. We need to protect our liver. Most people are not hydrated. We've got 2 amazing flavors of our hydration amplifier. Other brands like LMNT and Liquid IV are selling similar quality. There's a lot of them have sugar, which is not helping you with hydration, in their products for like $45, less than half the price, $19.95 for 30 sticks. I definitely recommend our watermelon flavor. It is amazing. Lemon lime is available too. But we've got so many products here. Got skincare products, got products for working out or pre-workout, weight loss products, everything you can imagine. So if you don't hear anything else I say today, definitely order some products. You're absolutely going to love them. Highest quality, lowest price. And that's why we're duplicating and growing as fast as we are. But I know a lot of you guys are on this call to learn about the money, the opportunity, the income side. And so let's talk about that for the next couple minutes. So the way our compensation plan works, it starts with our power line system. Once you pre-enroll, you're given a free temporary position in that power line. if you are a pre-enrollee, you've probably seen thousands and thousands of pre-enrollees and thousands of paid members come through that power line. You have until midnight tonight to lock in your position as a member, as an affiliate, and be placed into our matrix in the order you are in the power line. So if there's 5,000 people under you in the power line, you lock in your position, you're going into the matrix before those 5,000 people under you. That doesn't mean they're going to be under you in the matrix, but the way the matrix works, everyone has 2 frontline positions. It's a 2x15 matrix. Once those 2 spots are filled, the only place everyone else can go is under the ones who are already in there. So whether you enroll someone or someone else above you in the matrix, sign someone up and they fall under you, you will get paid on everyone who falls under you in the matrix. Even one person who goes to work could be making you hundreds of dollars a month in residual income. If you enroll people, you not only get paid on those people and everything that they do, but you also match their matrix check. And that can really, that's where the big money is in the compensation plan. So it really depends on what you're looking for. And unlike most companies out there in the network marketing industry that Nader and I have seen and worked with throughout the years, who build a compensation plan geared towards the 1% of leaders at the top of the compensation plan to help them, everything we're doing is completely opposite of what's been going on in the industry. We didn't design this company for the 1% of leaders. We designed it for the 99% of people who have struggled in the network marketing industry, who haven't been able to earn income. And if you look at the statistics in the network marketing industry, most companies, you got 2 or 3% of people making money in a compensation plan. At LiveGood, we've got over 30% of our affiliates are in profit. Over 10 times the average number of people make money here than any other company out there. And that doesn't even count how many people are saving more money every single month than the $10 a month that they're spending to be a member. And so you factor that in and we're closer to 100% of people who are in profit here. But if you want to make more than, so look, we want more people to be making $100, $200, $500, $1,000, $1,500 a month here than any other company out there in the industry. And that's exactly what's happening. But if you want to get to that $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month level, which a lot of our people are, we've got over 200 diamonds now averaging over $10,000 a month in income. We've got a lot of platinums making $2,000 to $5,000 a month. Got a lot of golds making $500 to $1,000. A lot of silvers. A lot of different. Those are our ranks in the compensation plan. So if you want to get to those levels, you got to enroll people. You got to build a team, and just by enrolling 2 people, you literally triple your income potential in the compensation plan because of the way that the matching bonuses work. And the duplication here is what makes this company grow as fast as we are. In fact, tomorrow we have our Firestarter Friday call. It's our team announcement call, update call, training call, and we talk about a lot of cool stuff that we're doing that's coming down the pike, new product launches, all that stuff. And tomorrow, since it's the first one of the month, you get to hear the recap of the month of September, how many new diamonds joined, what was the best-selling product, since we just launched Black Seed Oil the end of August, it didn't get a full month. This is the first full month of Black Seed Oil. Where did it fall in the list of top products? Did it make the top 10? Did it make the top 5? Find out tomorrow on our call. You'll also hear about some other products coming down the pike, but lots of good things. So all it takes to lock in your position, any of the emails you've gotten from LiveGood, click on the link that says click here to join now to earn income in the compensation plan. It's a one-time $40 affiliate fee to earn unlimited income forever and to get a place in the matrix and save money on the highest quality products at the lowest prices. It's either $9.95 a month to be a member or $99.95 for the year. If you want to save 20%, get $20 off, get 2 months free, however you want to look at it. So you're looking at either $49.95 today or $139.95 today. And but lock in your position, get some products. That'll be your first testimonial.
Yes.
You could tell people, hey, I just saved $50 on the highest quality products ever. I mean, you buy our daily essentials pack, you would literally spend probably $80 to $100 for these 3 products. You get it for $27 as a member of LiveGood, highest quality, lowest price. We'll ship them out to you first thing tomorrow. You'll have them in a few days. We don't mark up shipping. It's very affordable, very cheap, and very fast and efficient. Comes with tracking and all that stuff. But the coolest thing is the reason we're growing as fast as we are is the duplication. People can actually do this because they feel good about it. You don't have to try to convince someone to buy a $79 product knowing that there's a better one on Amazon for half the price. Here, you know that you're giving people the highest quality products at the lowest prices anywhere with a full 90-day empty bottle money-back guarantee. Nobody gets hurt, and that's why we have more duplication here than any other company in the history of the home-based business industry. So lock in your position today, get your product ordered, and join us tomorrow at noon for our Firestarter Friday call. You can find that link once you become a member in your webinars button page link in your back office. And also join Dr. Ryan and Lisa on Monday. Each Monday, they do a great product training call about a different product, different health condition, different benefit, different something about health. You can learn a lot about that. You can also watch previous calls on our YouTube channel if you want to follow us there, or in the webinars link again in the back office. All of the previous calls are there. That's all we got. Welcome aboard. Lock in your position today. You've got until midnight tonight. And you've also got time. I usually turn over to Nader, but Nader, I got a call coming up in 2 minutes, so I'm closing it out. So yeah, you've got till midnight tonight to lock in your position. But if you join now, you still got until midnight tonight to actually achieve that first level of rank, maybe even the second level of rank, which is bronze, by just enrolling 2 new members. You enroll 2 people today, you'll be bronze tonight before the cutoff. You'll be paid as bronze next week. We also, today was another big commission run. It was our monthly pay run. Lots of big commissions went out this morning. I think we paid out like $5 million or something like that just today alone.
Thank you.
Thousands of affiliates all over the world. Yeah, it's really, really exciting. But one more thing about tomorrow. Oh, yeah. So one of the other things we do on the Firestarter Friday call is we talk about rank advancements. We talk about all the people who advanced in rank this week. So if you achieve that bronze level of rank tonight, we will recognize you on that call tomorrow. So lock in your position, order your products, enroll 2 people, join us tomorrow. 4 things. Say them one more time. Lock in your position, order your products. What was the next one? Enroll 2 people and join us on our call tomorrow. You can find that link in your webinars page. Thank you guys so much for joining. Have an awesome day, and we will see you tomorrow. Welcome aboard, guys.